It's Fuck Yeah Friday.
Fuck yeah!
Get ready for some wins.
Welcome to the Be It Till You See It podcast, where we talk about taking messy action, knowing that perfect is boring. I'm Lesley Logan, Pilates instructor and fitness business coach. I've trained thousands of people around the world, and the number one thing I see stopping people from achieving anything is self-doubt. My friends, action brings clarity, and it's the antidote to fear. Each week, my guests will bring bold, executable, intrinsic, and targeted steps that you can use to put yourself first and be it till you see it. It's a practice, not a perfect. Let's get started.
Hi, Viet Babe. How are you? How's it going? Today is your Fuck Yeah Friday. It's the last one of March. Forgive me. At the start of March, I should have been like, we're celebrating women. And I really did without even knowing that, because you know it's Women's Month when it gets close, right? But like I'm recording in January. And then we started this month celebrating a woman who people were tearing down based on her personal choices. And she had so many accolades. And then we honored two other amazing women. One was just a really great reminder to us all about courage and confidence. And the other was a beautiful child who is autistic, who wanted to have a celebration for her uniqueness. And today, I think, is a great FYF to have with who's going to inspire us. This, ladies, this is amazing. I almost like want a poster of this in my office. Not even gonna lie. It's from Jane Goodall. And she said, "It actually doesn't take much to be considered a difficult woman. That's why there are so many of us." Right? So I just thought that that was just a wonderful little thing that we could all just giggle about, because don't we like change how we do things or change the pleasantries on things just so that we aren't considered difficult, right? We do this all the time. So anyways, thank you, Jane. Thank you for that. Thank you for reminding us that it doesn't take much to be considered difficult, because that's why there's so many of us, right? So anyways, if that resonates with you, just remember you're not difficult. You actually have very amazing. I think the opposite, if a male would be difficult, he'd be someone who knows what he wants, right? So I just think that you're not difficult. You're someone who is clear on your boundaries and know what you want. That's amazing. So thank you for that, Jane. Okay, your wins. This is where we're going, your wins. So I'm going to read from Kelly Nyhan. And this is from the fall. And we got a lot of wins in here. So here we go. First win. I got through all of my emails. I love reading all the newsletters from LL, truly. And one had my win listed, which is about updating my logo, and I'm feeling so proud. Yeah, that's why you send them in, we celebrate you, and then you get to see them, right? Number 2, I'm a bit on the ADHD side, and I have such troubles getting focused and making a plan of where to put everything, notes, ideas, tasks. Anyways, I ordered a planner that I think could help me, and I'm 99% committed to reviewing it each morning and evening. I like digital for sessions and appointments, but I need a place to handwrite everything else. I also took time to visualize how and what. It's really the most debilitating thing for me. It was never a problem, and now after menopause, it's literally ridiculous. 3, finally woke up at my desired time of 5:30 a.m. and did a brain dump of anything and everything. I got to get on paper somewhere and out of my head. I feel a little embarrassed to admit all of this, but happy that it's all in a safe place. I also evaluate my rituals, thanks to LL's newsletter. Geez, these really help me think about things. Thanks. And so true. I love getting up early, cheat the day. But for some time now, hitting snooze. I think it's because I didn't have a morning routine that I was excited about and felt like it's too many tasks burning me. Well, now I have a handle on them. And today I got up with enthusiasm. Number 4, I got a new person in my Mindful Movers Zoom class. It's very much an invite only. Basically, it's referrals. So this is so great. And one of my students is coming with a friend for duet starting November weekly. And I'm thinking that in the spring, just because it's too cold for snow for the 70 plus age group to drive here, but in the spring, a small group of Pilates group circuit where they really know the names of the exercises, thanks to Elevate. Last but not least, sent all of my remaining payment reminders for 2024. Yes, I'm getting a better system to send them before the second to the last day and requiring payment on a specific day. I take checks and Zelle only, so I still have to do it manually. It's fine for me for now. Kelly, there's so many great wins in here, and I just want to highlight a couple of them. You do not have to go, I've been on the ADHD side. Having ADHD is a superpower. Knowing how you move and operate is actually a superpower, right? So it's not the ADHD that's a superpower. It's like knowing how you learn, how you operate, how you do things. That's a superpower. So celebrate that. And also, I love that you're not being perfectionisty about checking the thing. 99%. Way to go. Way to be honest with yourself. I love that. I also love that you figured out how to wake up at your desired time. I think we overwhelm ourselves with all the things we have to do. And so then we just go, I don't want to do any of it. Well, you actually have to figure out a way positively to welcome in those things that you want to do. That's how habits are truly made. So congratulations. And I also am grateful that you know that there's little tidbits that you get from the newsletters. That's why you read them, because they help you, right? And what you don't need to do, and what you are getting so much better at, it's like overwhelm yourself with all of the things. So way to celebrate that. And I also just want to celebrate way to figure out a system for taking your payments, and also owning that manual is what works for you right now. If that's what works for you, that's what works, right? Just because there are technologies and systems and if this and that things that are out there, it doesn't mean that it's easier for you to use them. For example, I love to write. So yes, there's ChatGPT. There's even a bot, and on profitapplies.com, there is a bot that's trained out of 10 million of my words from podcasts, from courses, coaching calls, 7 years of coaching calls, and Slack, 10 million of my words. I certainly could say to my own bot, write me a post about this. And I don't, because even though that'd be in quotes easier, it takes away the joy that I get from doing it. And there's certain things, even doing something like sending payment reminders, there's something in that that's bringing you joy, and that's why you do it a different way. And that's okay. So thank you for letting us all learn from you and be on your journey with you. It's really beautiful. My win. Last April, I heard about a way that my assistant could take over my inbox. I think it was April or May. And I even have the book and I have all the things, and I just hadn't taken the time to figure it out. I had so much other things going on. And while it would have saved me time to do that, it would have taken more time to do it. So I was just like, no, I'm going to read this book at the end of the year, beginning of the new year, and I will implement it in Q1. So I can proudly say that here we are at the end of Q1, and my assistant and I are implementing this where I am not in my inbox every day. I actually get to go in there and just read the things that she needs me to respond to. And it's not because I don't want to hear from you. First of all, none of you email me. You all DM me, or if you're a member, we talk in our community places. So it's not about putting a barrier up to other people. The reality is that an inbox, it's like I'm giving away my feelings of the day and how my day will go to random people who are asking for different things that have nothing to do with each other all at the same time. There's so many different things in an inbox that can take over the day, right? Whereas if I have my assistant go through my inbox each day and either respond, delete, or put in a folder for me to respond to, it can be more on my timeline, aka boundaries. So while by the time this is in place, a little more than a year that I thought about doing this, that's not the point. The point is, and the win is, that I gave myself a deadline, gave myself a timeline to do it, and got my team on board to do it. And now it's being implemented, and it will take some time. It takes some time to learn a new system. I'm not really good with details, so we'll see how this goes. But I really am excited to have more time to be creative and to be in my communities that I've built, because that's where I want to play. I want to play in my communities. I don't want to read an email from a random person who bought my email off a list who's trying to sell me on why someone should be a guest on my podcast. I want things filtered so I can look at those at the time that I want to look at those, so I can spend the time with the people that I do this for, which is you. So anyways, that is my win. Implementing something I wanted to do around the time that I wanted to do it. Boom, we did it. All right, here we go. Let's see, what are we taking away? What are we taking into this weekend? What's our poem, mantra, affirmation thing to think about? My well-being hinges on being able to hold what hurts, love what's being neglected, and enthusiastically work with what I've got. Well, that's pretty cool. My well-being hinges on being able to hold what hurts. So not hold on, hold what hurts. Love what's being neglected, and enthusiastically work with what I've got. Here's to not waiting for everything to be perfect and working with what we got. You are amazing. I adore you. And until next time, be it till you see it.
That's all I got for this episode of the Be It Till You See It podcast. One thing that would help both myself and future listeners is for you to rate the show and leave a review. And follow or subscribe for free wherever you listen to your podcast. Also, make sure to introduce yourself over at the Be It Pod on Instagram. I would love to know more about you. Share this episode with whoever you think needs to hear it. Help us and others be it till you see it. Have an awesome day.
Be It Till You See It is a production of the Bloom Podcast Network. If you want to leave us a message or a question that we might read on another episode, you can text us at +1 310 905 5534 or send a DM on Instagram at beitpod.
It's written, filmed, and recorded by your host, Lesley Logan, and me, Brad Crowell.
It is transcribed, produced, and edited by the epic team at Diseño.co.
Our theme music is by Ali at Apex Production Music, and our branding by designer and artist Gianfranco Cioffi.
Special thanks to Melissa Solomon for creating our visuals.
Also to Angelina Herrico for adding all of our content to our website. And finally, to Meredith Root for keeping us all on point and on time.